Welcome. This briefing from Dynamic Contracts Consultants LLC addresses a rapidly evolving issue in federal procurement: how tariffs, domestic preference laws, and trade compliance requirements are impacting contract pricing, supply chains, and legal risk under the FAR and DFARS frameworks. Federal procurement related to domestic sourcing is governed primarily by FAR Part 25, supplemented by DFARS Part 225 for defense acquisitions. The Buy American Act establishes domestic preference requirements, while the Trade Agreements Act creates exceptions for designated countries. Understanding how these authorities interact is essential for compliance and pricing strategy. Tariffs imposed on imported goods directly increase contractor input costs. Under FAR Part 16, firm fixed-price contracts place the risk of cost increases squarely on the contractor, unless specific provisions allow recovery. This creates significant exposure when tariffs fluctuate after contract award. To mitigate tariff-related cost increases, contractors must rely on specific FAR clauses. Economic price adjustment clauses allow for recovery under defined conditions, but must be included in the contract. Without these provisions, contractors may have no legal basis to pass increased costs to the government. The Buy American Act requires agencies to procure domestic end products, unless an exception applies. Under FAR 25.003, a product must meet domestic content thresholds and be manufactured in the United States. Additionally, evaluation preferences are applied to foreign offers, impacting competitive positioning. For procurements exceeding certain thresholds, the Trade Agreements Act supersedes the Buy American Act. Contractors must ensure products originate from designated countries. Non-compliant sourcing, even unintentionally, can lead to contract termination or False Claims Act exposure. A common compliance risk arises when companies rely on commercial Made in USA representations. These do not necessarily meet FAR definitions of domestic end products. Misalignment between marketing claims and regulatory requirements can trigger audits, penalties, and False Claims Act liability. Defense contractors face stricter sourcing requirements under DFARS. The Berry Amendment mandates domestic sourcing for specific items such as textiles and food. Additionally, specialty metals restrictions impose further compliance burdens, making supply chain verification essential. Non-compliance with domestic sourcing requirements carries significant legal consequences. These include False Claims Act liability, termination for default, and potential suspension or debarment. Increasing enforcement activity makes proactive compliance essential. To mitigate risk, contractors should implement robust compliance programs. This includes auditing supply chains, ensuring appropriate FAR clauses are included in contracts, maintaining traceability documentation, and training internal teams. A proactive strategy not only ensures compliance, but enhances competitiveness. Thank you for joining this session. At Dynamic Contracts Consultants LLC, we specialize in federal contracting, compliance, and acquisition strategy. If you're looking to strengthen your position in government contracting, we're here to help. You can call us 281-644-0509 or 1-800-593-1730, or email us at info@dycconsultant.com. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share.